Today, I went deep into why Klaviyo funnels and why automated dynamic email funnels fail, and what I found shocked me. If you have wondered why your email revenue is stuck at 10% when it's supposed to be at 40%, this entire thing will surprise you. The truth is that this weak performance is not random. It's caused by 3 overlooked systems in Klaviyo that most brands miss. And when these 3 elements are fixed, the entire email process stops being just tasks to be completed and turns into a multi-million-dollar revenue engine for any brand. Stick around, and at the end of the video, I will show you how to do this for your brand if you're running Klaviyo or any other dynamic email flow systems. The first system is the deliverability infrastructure. It's the difference between being in the inbox and being dead in the spam folder. Without this, 40 to 50% of your emails that you're sending that you think you're nurturing your customers or potential clients with are in the spam folder. When you optimize your subject lines, when you rewrite the spam trigger keywords in your copy, when you balance the HTML versus the plain text, and when you warm up your IPs and optimize your IPs so that you never fall into the inbox, the entire game changes. Think of it as oxygen. If you can't breathe, nothing else matters. That's why testing against the spam filters across different ISPs make a huge difference. The second system is dynamic segmentation and data signals. Most brands do this. They either blast everybody on their lists or they just run the lame automated abandoned cart emails. This is not segmentation. Without this hyper-segmentation, you're treating your entire 50,000 or 100,000 email list subscribers as faceless individuals, and they get the emails and no wonder why they ignore your emails. You don't care about them and they don't care about you. When you turn on true hyper-segmentation, every single click, every single scroll, every single time you track where they are actually clicking, it gives you a different way, infrastructure and formula in terms of how you can gauge that specific subscriber, their engagement level, how they are interacting with the emails you send, how they're interacting with the website when they click on a specific email. It changes, again, the entire game. All of these elements become data signals for you to create a user story for every single subscriber, every single visitor that you have on your website. It's like the difference between screaming at your 50,000 subscribers with a megaphone versus being able to whisper in each and every one of their ears. Because the truth is that there's a persona for everybody that has subscribed to that list. Comparison shoppers, B2B buyers, impulse shoppers, the loyalists. That's why segmentation is not actually about lists. It's about the ability to read behavior as if it was a live heartbeat. The third system is behavioral funnel and flow psychology. Klaviyo and these other dynamic email tools are not just email senders. They are behavior engines, but only if you use them right. Without this, brands autopilot 2 to 3 flows, like welcome flow, abandoned cart, blah, 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 and they leave millions of dollars on the table. With this strategy, you architect 11 email flows with 55 individual emails to absolutely suck the juice, which is the revenue, out of your subscriber base. All of these emails are mapped to buyer psychology. You're nurturing comparison junkies with proof. You're pushing emotional buyers into urgency. You are re-engaging loyalists with exclusivity. It's like assigning a custom salesperson to every single type of buyer 24/7. Tens of thousands of brands that are doing like $100,000 in sales monthly from email, and they could easily 3x that in the next 90 days. No joke. But only once they re-engineer this entire flow based on the buyer psychology, and behavior. Here is the reality. Your emails are not underperforming because Klaviyo or these other nurture systems are weak. Your emails are underperforming because you're not using this entire tech stack to its full capacity. Here is what you can do right now to fix it. 1, you're going to do a deliverability audit this week. Send a test email to different inboxes, Gmail, Outlook, Yahoo, and just check what percentage of it falls into the spam folder. There are a ton of tools that let you do this for free on Google if you search for it. Then you are going to rewrite your subject lines and remove all the spam keywords like act now, save today. If you're sending $sign in your subject lines, you're going to remove all of that. 2, segment one layer deeper. Don't just blast your whole list today or tomorrow. Just look at who in that list clicked on any link in the past 90 days and do a specific campaign just for them. 3, rebuild one of these flows just for conversions. Pick your welcome or abandoned cart flow, add at least one text-based email, one urgency call to action, and one loyalty call to action. And test them back to back to see which one gets the most conversions. And 4, track revenue by email. Starting now, don't just measure for click rates and open rates. Look at the dollars generated per email and how that number changes based on some of these elements that you are testing for. The money that you generate is the real KPI. Do those 4 things, and I promise you'll see results in 30 days. Higher inbox placement, better engagement, better conversions, and you are not spending $1 more on any ads. Now here's the bonus. If you're not sending SMS and if you're afraid to send text messages because you are afraid to upset your client base, again, you're leaving millions of dollars on the table. Test one of these segments with SMS, just one. Remember, Klaviyo and these other dynamic email sending technologies are not newsletter tools. They're supposed to be your 40% revenue channel.